It's been 8 years since the formation of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and the Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons. The two supposedly powerful bodies were formed to address the conflict-era cases following the historic signing of the peace accord in 2006, and despite receiving over 60,000 complaints, they are yet to complete justice delivery. Good morning, I'm Sapsanamma, and these are the headlines of the hour. Justice delivery in the conflict-era cases delayed despite two supposedly powerful commissions nearing to end their 8 years in office. Traders are yet to reduce the price of consumable items despite the drop in price of petroleum products. Government pledges of market monitoring limited to lip service. Hong Kong marks 25 years since the city was handed back by the British to China. Chinese president visiting the city to mark the anniversary. And men's second seed Rafael Nadal and world number 1 Iga Swiatek failed to live up to their usual high standards, but still find a way to confirm their places in the third round of Wimbledon. Term of the two commissions formed 8 years ago to ensure justice for the victims of insurgency period is set to end by mid-July without completing their designated tasks. While parties involved in the conflict continue to remain in power, justice remains to be ensured for the victims even after the fourth extension of the term of the supposedly powerful bodies.
During the signing of the peace accord on the 21st of November 2006, leaders had assured of justice for the victims through formation of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons in Nepal within 6 months. While the accord transformed the political course of the country, uplifting Maoists into power, it took 8 years for formation of the commission. Despite extension of the term of the commissions in 4 separate occasions, cases remain unresolved as victims have been denied justice. Non-parliamentarian Govinda Sharma was appointed a minister to address the conflict-era cases. However, with the commission's expiry drawing closer, settling the cases remain a far cry. Despite the Supreme Court verdict, which stated that incidents of serious nature could not be reconciled, acts remain to be amended. The ruling and the revolting forces of the insurgency era have joined hands to command the incumbent government. There are more than 63,000 cases at the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, while over 3,200 cases were filed at the Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons. Neither of these commissions are anywhere near meeting their objectives. With the cases of insurgency period yet to be resolved, the victims have been sadly and unfortunately denied justice.
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, why has justice for the victims of insurgency era been delayed? Your options are A, consequence of political intervention, B, issues in identification of victims, and C, failure of the commission. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Now, an informal agreement has been reached between ruling coalition member Janata Samajwadi Party's chairperson Upendra Yadav and the party's Federal Council chairperson Baburam Bhattarai to part their ways without taking actions against one another. The meeting between Yadav and Bhattarai has ended with a gentleman's agreement to part their ways without initiating actions against each other. Members close to both the leaders have verified the agreement for separation, but have added that they remain unaware about the date for the split and any possible disciplinary actions. With one suspended parliamentarian, Janata Samajwadi Party has a total of 19 members at the House of Representatives. The party has a central committee of around 500 members. Meanwhile, political power play is also in progress in Bagmati province government as ruling Nepali Congress and CPN Maoist Centre have waged a signature campaign to change the chief minister. After Bagmati province chief minister Rajendra Pandey said that he would not quit from his designation without the directive from the centre, lawmakers of Nepali Congress and Maoist Centre have begun collecting signatures. Both the ruling parties have begun preparations to recall their ministers as well. Parliamentary party leader of CPN Unified Socialist Pandey had become the chief minister with the support from Maoist Centre, Janata Samajwadi Party and CPN Unified Socialist. Time now for a short break. For more news, do stay with us. The government reduced the price of petroleum products last week to provide some respite to the public. The price of fuel products were curbed even as the traders had begun increasing the price of daily consumable items on their own. However, despite the drop in price of petroleum products, the traders are yet to reduce the price of consumable items. Minister for Industry, Commerce and Supplies, Dilendra Badu, had assured of expediting market monitoring to curb inflation. However, the move is yet to materialize. Citing rising global prices, traders have increased price of consumable items. In the given scenario, the government has failed in ensuring effective monitoring. With the monitoring departments remaining dormant, the public have not been able to feel the presence of the government. According to Department of Commerce, goods exchange hands up to 7 times before making their way from the customs to the end consumers. Discussions have not been held in regard to reducing these layers. The government officials themselves have agreed that the Department of Commerce cannot improve the market prices on its own. Effective market monitoring can not only ensure a controlled and managed market, it will also help in curbing inflation. The federal government has 15 such monitoring agencies. However, the lack of willpower has left these departments limited to formalities. In this context, in our Public Voice segment, we have asked people in several provinces what should be done to ensure effective market monitoring. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
प्राइसै छैन कुनै प्रोडक्टमा
बजारमा गएर जनचेतना बनाउनु पर्छ
कम्पलसरी रूपमा महिनामा एकचोटी चाहिँ अनुगमन गर्नुपर्छ
व्यवस्थित तरिकाले बजार अनुगमन गरिनु पर्दछ
पेशा व्यवसायहरुमा गएर त्यसको वस्तुहरुको गुणस्तर मापन गर्नुपर्छ
छुट्टै व्यवस्था बजार अनुगमनको लागि राख्यो भने एकदम राम्रो होला
नियमित चाहिँ अनुगमन होस् खाद्य जस्तो चीज हाम्रो स्वास्थ्यको लागि अपरिहार्य चीज हो
Football governing body ENFA is all geared up to propose the hosting of the SAF Women's Championship. ENFA is set to officially table its proposal to host the Women's Championship at the SAF Congress that is scheduled to start in Dhaka, Bangladesh from coming Saturday. ENFA General Secretary Kiran Rai has left for Dhaka to participate in the SAF Congress. Along with General Secretary Rai, Working Committee member Bikram Narayan Shrestha and NRT President Sundar Narsingh Joshi will also participate in the SAF Congress. ENFA has made plans to host the SAF Championship in Kathmandu after the completion of the 9th National Games. The sporting event is scheduled to kick off in the first week of October later this year. Nepal had previously hosted the 5th SAF Championship in 2019 when India had defeated Nepal 3-1 in the finals. The men or women teams from Nepal have not been able to win the SAF Championship as of yet. Balgopal Maharjan is currently providing training to the women's team. Moving on, Nepal police defeated APF Volleyball Club in 3 sets of the round-robin final at the 2022 New Diamond Cup Open Women's Volleyball Tournament. Nepal police had a victorious start to the match as they won the first set against APF 25-18 at Kantipur Multi-Purpose Covered Hall. However, in the second set, APF ensured a comeback, winning 25-14. Despite APF's perseverance, they lost the third set 25-17 and 25-20 in the final set, and police won the game. Police went undefeated throughout the entire tournament, currently placed first out of all the teams. Winning 2 of the 3 games of the competition, APF has become the runner-up of the league. Likewise, New Diamond defeated Paropakar in straight sets. New Diamond won the game in the first 3 sets with scores of 24-22, 25-20 and 25-14. New Diamond had the first win of the tournament with their victory over Paropakar, placing them in 3rd. Paropakar has lost every game it played and was last placed out of all the teams. The last match of the tournament will take place tomorrow with New Diamond against Paropakar for the 3rd place playoffs, and police will play against APF for the prize money and the title. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.